What is up?
Bam.
Good, almost Friday. Happy. I call it Friday Junior, aka Thursday. First off, can everybody hear me? Okay, audio is good.
Are you there? 1 2 1 2.
Chickadee check. Mic check. Let's
Chickadee check. How blast from the past was that? Chickadee check.
What? That's from like what? Late 90s.
Something like that.
All right, let's see some fire emojis in the chat. Make sure and thumbs ups. I want to see some thumbs ups. Make sure that the audio is good.
Man, you know how it is? I got a little bit of a headache. I'm not going to lie. It's Thirsty Thursday headaches.
We just need to
Good
get...
grief, every time you do that. A little flamethrower, a little torch. He's up. I said it's right about time. Let's go burn, burn.
Audio is good.
He wants a double burn. Look at that. All right.
Oh yeah, we'll be burning not $1,000 but $2,000 combined of supply. All right.
Burn it.
Well, what do you say?
I say let's bring in
the
man, money bags.
Mr. Moneybags.
Rico.
Ooh, I like what you did there.
You like what I did there?
Yeah.
One of my favorite girls in the space.
All right. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
All
They're
right.
ready.
Here we go.
Look at them.
Where? Oh, all the fire?
They're ready.
Some fun, man.
Well, hello.
What's going on?
Rico. We thought we'd
welcome. I'm
we'd
feeling good. I'm usually welcoming. What am I doing? I'm the guest this time. What am I saying?
You got to mute us.
Friday.
Pixelation. Let's see if we can play with this a little bit. But no, it feels good to be here. I love seeing the community in the chat. It's looking really cool. All the fire emojis. I'm just as excited as everybody else for this burn. Honestly, it's pretty cool. Some good anxiety around it. My computer crashed right before the live stream. Like all the right stuff to make this really, really exciting.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm just deleting or muting myself real quick because I got emojis in the chat.
I swear, just when you think you got all the tech,
there it is.
Something happens.
It was YouTube.
Golly, we heard us.
We heard us, but like 30-second delay.
Well, let's try that again.
How do you like
Welcome, Rico.
How do you like the hats and the glasses?
I know, I saw that right away. That literally made me, I was like, well, now I know I'll be smiling right when this starts because that's just absolutely amazing.
We had to represent.
Yeah.
You're our favorite. You're the only
I love
one.
it. I love it. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome for that. I'm sure everybody loved it as well in the chat. That was like so spontaneous. It was perfect.
I want to keep mine on. Now I know why you do it.
Because the lights, man, they're bright. I didn't realize, setting all this stuff up, how bright like your key lights and all that stuff has to be in order for it to look good. I'm like, man, this isn't relaxing at all.
Yeah, I'm not doing this to look cool. I'm trying to save my eyes. Things are starting to get blurry on me,
Yeah. So
welcome.
Earlier we were talking too, we're like, how crazy is this? It's almost like a full circle moment because like the first time we met you through Troll Kings and like the space and then like us going up on your space and now here we are like, what, 2 months later or something like that?
It feels pretty good.
Feels a long time. Feels like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
That's cryptocurrency.
So yeah. So it's an honor having you on here and meeting all the rest of the beautiful people in the space. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty amazing. And we're just getting started.
And I'll say it like I've said before. I was about to get off altogether and be like, F all y'all. I hated the space. I hated the cryptoverse. And then we met you guys and I was like, finally, people I can trust. Like I can sleep at night and it's all in a large part to you and your space and the honorable way you carry yourself.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Honestly, I got to go back to the XPX community. It's them that makes it almost give me that superpower. You know, it's like, you know, we're all human. You know, we're gonna have days that we don't want to get up, that we're tired. You know, maybe it's a little gloomy outside, but when we got a community like this back in day in day out, it's like, you know, I just wake straight up and just get straight to work because we're on a mission here. And, we're just getting warmed up, and we're not new to the scene. We've been around the block a few times, so yeah, we're coming to shake some things up for the Soul Chain and bring the pump. You know, that's what we love over there, right? So
Yep.
I'm bringing them what they want.
Yeah.
Well, before we get started into all that, this is where I take the opportunity to get to know the man behind the glasses, so to speak. The man behind XPX, whatever you want to share. You know, you said nothing's off limits except for you don't think they care about your love life.
Yeah,
so
we're not-
I'll have to keep that
I don't
off.
think they do.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
you
they do.
never know, but I won't go there. But I
Well,
do.
we'll see. I
wanna
guess
know.
we'll find out. I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see what the chat says.
That's right. For people who are just discovering you, how would you describe your journey before crypto entered the picture? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know, I come kind of like from a mechanic background, like being able to fix anything and everything and stuff. So, you know, I rode a motorcycle from the Midwest, from Chicago all the way to Arizona, and I went over there with my plans and my intentions to be a mechanic, you know. And I've done a lot of different works on cars, change clutch, you know, take engines out, all this stuff. Had to do my clutch on my motorcycle when I made it. I was like, oh man, it only took me one day. I'm gonna be a motorcycle mechanic. But that's 2017, and then Bitcoin comes to life, you know, and everybody's talking about the Bitcoin thing. And I bought myself a really cool motorcycle, and then that's kind of where it's like that's where the bug bit me, that I could get something cool that I wanted that was rare, and I didn't have to depend on nobody to, you know, make that happen. If I was smart enough and if I was determined enough, I can get something as rare as like as far-fetched as the bike that I got. So that was kind of the bug right there that bit me into the crypto journey.
Nice. I knew I liked you a lot. I'm a car guy myself, so I mean, I got like the turbo tattoo, water methanol, spark plugs,
Yeah, car
piston.
guy through and through.
Yep.
So, what do you think your early experiences in life? Which ones shaped the way you think about money, risk, and opportunity in this space today?
I think I would have to say kind of like my mom's influence on me. You know, she's just been always a go-getter. You know, when times were hard, she always figured things out. So it's very common for us to have that spirit that my mom always had, as far as like, you know, never giving up. You know, winners never quit and quitters never win. So it's just like, you know, if you're gonna do something, do it all the way. She even told me, like, even if you're shoveling horse poop, you better be the best one out there doing it. Like, don't back around in anything that you do. So I think a lot of that stems from, you know, that's what's good about, you know, humble beginnings. It'll kind of bring out the best in you, right? So I got to give my mom credit for that. The OG's got that one for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember you saying that when I was talking about my journey, kind of the what is it? Yeah, necessity is the mother of invention, you know? And I needed food. I needed the necessities from my children. Yeah. And so you just make it happen. And
now I understand, being an adult, it's like, damn, she would just make it happen no matter what.
Yeah, your mom too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Shout out to moms.
Shout out
I
to
mean,
moms.
I know you guys are guys, but shout out to moms.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
What challenges did you face early on?
100%.
Oh, sorry. What challenges did you face early on in the entrepreneurship part of it, that influenced how you're operating now, do you think?
I think like if there was like, because I've always been an entrepreneur, that's kind of like a really good like a good question, because like there's been times that I started other things and like, yeah, they were pretty successful. Like I had my, you know, own motorcycle business. I really like got bit by the bug of the trading crypto and buying bikes and being able to flip them and ride the coolest bikes that I wanted to, make money off of them and keep going. But there's never been nothing like this. And I think it's when you make something bigger than yourself. You know, I was happy with what was going on. I was making enough money off flipping the bikes. I'm riding these bikes, but it was only that big, right? So sometimes it's like not necessarily the challenges, but like how big you want to look. Like, how big is your vision? Is it bigger than you? Is it bigger than your own scope of like how good things can be for you? So I think that's why XPX has gotten to where it's at, because it's bigger than me. It's something that has, a big net across the world and stuff. So yeah, I think this is why this one's working out so good. Over close to 2 years with the company being alive. So yeah.
Wow.
2 years. That's an eternity in the crypto space. So
yeah, I feel like it's been 2 years and it's been 2 months.
I know.
I'm so old.
That's so long for, most traders will be in, then they're out, then they're back in, and they're like, oh man, you're still going.
So what part of your story do people maybe misunderstand or have come at you, or have you found the space just to be so welcoming, or because there's always going to be some haters and you're like, yeah, you guys don't get it, what do you think that is?
That's how you know you're doing good.
No, yeah, exactly, for sure. I think like something that we've done different is keeping the community in a really tight loop, and say what you mean and mean what you say. We didn't go out to try to do a roadmap or anything like that, or make these false promises and tell people what we're gonna do. We chose to tell people what we've been doing and what we've been up to once the product and everything was live. So I think in some of those things it's a little bit different, because you could have people that they want answers, and that you're win people like, oh, there's no information. But when you build a strong trust with the community, and promise made, promise kept, and we've done with every single utility that we released, it gets easier and easier over time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Proof of work. POW.
You know what? I just thought
Absolutely.
of like with the motorcycles, and with you remind me of Dom from Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious.
You shake a hand, you fucking mean it.
Yep.
You make a promise, you stick to it. You're old school Dom. That's my new nickname for you.
Yep.
The good qualities, I hope.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely not the
Yes,
officer, but we'll talk about the characteristics.
The good entrepreneurs. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I never try to make a promise that I can't keep. And if I make a promise, like, I'll do my damnedest to
walk through hell, fire and brimstone to make it happen.
I think just being
I was telling David,
that's that's hard enough. We have to walk through fire and brimstone.
Yeah.
So when
I was telling you the other night when we were doing some testing, I was like, you're either gonna find me up on top of the mountain or dead on it, but I'm not coming down. I'm not turning back around. I'm not, ducking my tail and coming down the mountain. You're either gonna find me on the side of the mountain dead or on the top of this thing. I'm not gonna stop till we get up there.
Amen.
That takes some true grit for that kind of conviction. You men have it, and it's impressive to me every day. Do you remember the moment that it changed from just interest for you in the cryptoverse to conviction? Like when you're like, oh, this is the one. I've locked into this.
Yeah. It was my experience of being a YouTuber first, and then going through the bull run, having fun, helping all these other projects reach so many high market caps, and then getting hit with a bear market, and then being left that I didn't build myself anything. I was like, wow, what the heck, Rico? Like, you literally helped so many projects and so many communities grow during a bull run, just being a quote unquote influencer. And I got a bit like not irritated with it, but I knew that I needed to pivot as well. Couldn't just be just doing just that. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. You can't just be just a YouTuber. You got to be much more than that. You got to have a whole bag of tricks. So during the bear market was when the light bulb went off that I knew that I could make something happen. I helped some friends from Singapore that came into Vegas get a bunch of cash to be able to, spend in the casinos at the World Poker Tournament. And it was with, crypto Visa cards and stuff like that. I said, hey, when the bull market starts, this is something that I know that bull market, bear market, people are going to want to have fun. They're going to want to put gas in the car. They're going to want to pay their bills, and they're going to need real world purchasing power. So that was kind of like where it was like, it needed to be something tangible to me to really go all in. And I've been all in since the last bear market. This has been before the 2 years that we've been live. I've been all in.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you saw a gap and you filled it, because that is a huge gap.
Absolutely.
In crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now let's talk about XPX then.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you explain it to a normie?
Yeah, to a normie for the first time. There's a lot
I
out
guess
there.
the easiest way to a normie would be like, real world purchasing power. You're gonna want to spend this. We talk about, meme coin millionaires buying Lambos. We talk about NFT aficionados, flipping NFTs so they get themselves a house. It's like you're gonna need the real world purchasing power. And everybody sees the beginning steps. Everybody says, "Oh, I want to be financially free. I want to be financially free." But are you free to spend your finance? That like we gotta see things from point A to point B. We gotta see it from the beginning. It's like I'm so confident that I'm gonna win that I need to make sure that I have the tools that I'm supposed to have to either buy myself that Lambo, to take my lady on a vacation, to be able to navigate because I won in this crypto space. And I think that's one of the biggest ways that I can explain it to a normie is being able to have a Mastercard with a 100K limit, a Visa card or Mastercard non KYC, be able to pay their electric bill, their car note, whatever it might be. If you're winning in crypto and that's the end goal, you're going to need these tools to spend this crypto in the real world and navigate the retail world that we're used to.
Yeah, because it's hard to spend your winnings or your success.
And what have been some of the challenges 100%. In creating that gap and building that bridge?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first one was because we released just KYC cards, and then we saw a lot of people using it and a lot of people loved it, but we started to see people that just kept asking for like non KYC cards, right? And it was about like just listening to the clients and what they wanted for us to be able to evolve and develop what the people were asking for, because and this is no shame on anybody, this just means that people actually need it. And I need to bring this up, is there was people from developing countries that were trying to falsify documents to be able to get these KYC cards because they need it in these countries. And most people will see a problem like that and just turn away and be like, oh my god, these people are trying to do this. But again, we saw another gap where we focused on eventually bringing out some non KYC cards. We could help these people in these developing countries not have to worry about filling this out, filling that out, all the way up to $10,000, and being able to have, again, that crypto real world purchasing power.
All right. So for the normies in the room, everybody ask what KYC means. Just dumb it down for
know
me.
Know your client. No, it's know your client. So it's like what you have to do with a bank, right? When you go get a card at a bank account, you're doing a KYC. It's a know your client. When you go through a certain exchange to be able to withdraw a certain amount of cryptocurrency, a larger amount, you need to go through KYC process, and just know your client. And then you have to have proof of address, proof of where you live, and it needs to match. And some of these people in these developing countries don't have that, right? And we saw people on the back end trying to do that.
So is there part of this XPX that you feel like the broader market doesn't understand yet?
Yeah, I think one of the best things we've done is lead by examples, right? So we've seen people using our cards all around the world, in Australia, in the UK, myself here in Vegas. We just had somebody pay their electric bill yesterday. So it's really about just showing people, walking the walk when it comes to this, so people can really understand it, right? So lately what we just released, which is extremely bullish, is the donation widget. And, the XPX community came together, and so did the rest of the space. All of you guys who donated. We raised 500 funds, and we went to Shine the Light downtown Las Vegas and shown people that they can raise money with crypto, have this real world purchasing power. So again, is there still like a learning curve, some growing pains, some teething pains? Absolutely. But that's exactly a sign that you're early. Whoever can figure that out and be some of the first brand names to really usher people in and help them understand it. Now you're, a household name. You're the Mount Rushmore of, the payment rails. And that's what I want to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty amazing.
Everything is still so new. So yeah.
I didn't realize that until somebody mentioned it the other day. I was like, wow, really? It really is? I just thought it was so developed already, but it just goes so fast that's what it looks like, mature stuff already.
Yeah, and it's hard to, like
we're still very early.
You made a good trade, and then you're like, okay, now I got to send it back to Coinbase, then I got to wait, then up driver's license, and then now my bank needs to talk to their bank, and then after a while you're like, man, screw this. It's so hard.
What percentage?
Absolutely. You know, and look, while we have everybody live right now,
yeah.
I think one of the best things to do, you're on the deck screen right now. Go to the website.
Yeah.
Let's just have some fun. Let's just, like I said, it's all about showing people the process because it's, you know, you could talk myself. Go to crypto bill pay on the top.
We gonna buy something? Can it be like a bag, an overnight bag for Bitcoin conference?
Well, he can buy you something. You know, he's good. But if you scroll down and the bottom left widget, that is the non-KYC card. Click on that one. And it's as easy as filling. It takes less than 20 minutes to get a non-KYC card.
Wow.
And the funds will be on your card.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, you know,
that's it.
Use it. Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try it out.
I love.
Yeah, for sure. Get her, and we have like non-KYC gift cards as well, which is pretty cool, where you can be like specific on what you want to give somebody. But if you're sending somebody some funds, or somebody needs, you know, some money, and you don't want to give out your real card credentials, why not just get them a non-KYC card, load it up with a certain amount, and say, hey, this is your card now. When the funds are done, they're done, and that's it. Now you also don't have to worry about like, oh, now you got a recurrent charge on your card because you let somebody use the card this one time, right?
Yeah.
Man, that is pretty awesome. Now, does it come, just educate me, does it come as a physical card? Or is this
so the
on your
KYC
phone?
card is a physical card, a
Okay.
plastic card, and a metal card, and the non-KYC cards are virtual cards. So Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay.
Thank you.
Sick.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So every project I think that I've seen faces some kind of risk. Is there a risk for you personally or on an XPX level? Or it seems fairly safe to me. Like it doesn't seem like a risky thing at all. I just think people should trust it, in my opinion, but
yeah, and I want people just to try it out, you know, and then give us some feedback. But as far as the project and our company and how we operate, like we paid our licensing, and we got 2 separate lawyer teams just because they both have brung up good things when we were first developing this. And instead of picking one or the other, I like my cake and eat it too. So I was like, we're just going to put both of these teams on, you know, retainer with us and make sure that they're paid up. So as things are changing or whatever happens, we're on the same page. So I can stay focused on developing, so I can stay focused on growing the community and the actual business side of things. So we're paid up to next February. So as far as like the risk or feeling like, oh my God, I got 2 really smart groups that are really amazing, and we take care of them, and they're taking care too, like all the way next year. So I guess that would be like like if you thought about what would be the overhead as far as like XPX and things like that, but it's absolutely worth it. We operate in 170 countries. We got bill payments in 106 countries, and we're just growing. We're just getting started. We're planting these seeds and watering them everywhere.
wow.
That's impressive, man. Like, geez, that's a lot to figure out.
I don't know how you do it. How has this?
Over 80,000 companies on bill payments is nice. And like, if you guys remember when crypto first started, talked about so much like banking to unbank, and we have kind of forgotten about that a little bit. About, you know, yeah, it's cool that we have multiple crypto projects. We have a limousine business here in Las Vegas that's on the pay portal, and we're tapped into all these companies. But the minute we can solve a problem in a developing country that's probably has a, you know, tyrannical government with an inflated currency that just, you know, fluctuating, and we solve a problem like that, that's where this thing really starts to take off. We've done $250,000 in paid orders, and, you know, 51K last month, but that should be happening on a daily basis, and we wouldn't even be scratching the surface of the market of payments. So, but the numbers are there. They're substantial enough not to turn away from it and go all in, because 51K in 1 month, it's like if we can get that happening on a daily basis, the buybacks and burns from what we generate from the fees of the pay portal, which is 4% on the off-ramp fee, which is just collecting crypto funds, whether it's an XRP, Solana, BNB. XPX has a crypto reserve because of the pay portal, and we can use that however we want, you know, whether it's buying it back and burning it, whether it's development, marketing, giveaways. You know, we have a lot of leverage having a crypto reserve. I think every company should have them.
Damn.
Someone on here, Dr. Fire Chicken, in fact, says people have no idea how big XPX will get.
Yeah. It's like finding Bitcoin at like $2.
Oh, I love that, bro. That's such a cool compliment. You're amazing. Yeah. Don't make me blush on here. Come on
now. Do you blush, Dom? Do you? Looking ahead, what does
Hey, it happens, man. I love the human experience. I'm on board.
Yeah. What does it look like in a month to you, or 12 or 24 months?
Well, like my goal, like I just met up and did an IRL meeting with some friends. They like went through the KYC to get some cards, and in 3 months they're going to Ethiopia. I got friends over there that bought into XPX and they're bullish. But I really, like I said, if we don't show them or somebody walks, how do we get over there? And it's like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So I think in 3 months they're going to be visiting again. I would love for the card to work perfectly for them, where they can leave their family member the card, and they're over here because there's a lot of business owners here in Las Vegas that are Ethiopian. They send tons of money back home on a regular basis, and that could be some of the beginning steps of like getting into that market. There's been some companies that's reached out to us as well. A little bit of alpha for you guys, but like we'll see. There's no ink on no paper, nothing like that. But when you come into the gambling realm and you see these platforms that allow people to gamble, and people are offering 30, 40K, they want to build that out. They just want to stay a gambling platform and find the plugin, something like XPX, that allows these winners to, take out these non-KYC cards and off ramp right away the winnings from the platform.
That would be sick.
Tapping into that would be good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because you're in Vegas, right?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Bitcoin conference.
We'll be seeing you soon.
But get ready.
Yeah, for sure.
It's happening. So
yeah, I'm ready. I stay ready like that. I don't have to get ready.
I could just imagine you going to sleep just like that, just with your hat and your glasses on, just like,
let's go.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna grab another cold snack.
Basically.
Yeah, because you guys come back because you guys need to do something, right? It's called a little bit of a
for sure,
a burn. So if you
why not?
I like to ask this one: if older Dom could go back to younger Dom, no, I'm just kidding. Rico,
right.
If now Rico could go back to younger Rico before you started all this, what would you say, little Rico? How would you counsel him?
That's a really good question. Honestly, there was moments in my life where, as you start to go, there's moments where you start to like regret certain stuff. But then, I'm 37 now, going to be 38. Some of those things now, I don't want them to disappear. It's like, I understand it was part of the learning curve. So just don't quit, little Rico, just keep going, stay ambitious. It's okay to fail. I've always been, this is why I've been mentioning this quite a bit. It's like not chasing perfection, but chasing progress. And there was a lot of times where I kind of, froze just because I was just trying to get it just absolutely right instead of just rolling things out and just really trusting myself a lot more. So with XPX, I think I've trusted more progress than trying to chase perfection. So if I could tell myself that earlier, I think it would be pretty valuable.
Right. Progress, not perfection. I think I wrote that up on my wall as a kid. Progress, not perfection. Because there's
powerful.
Yeah, it is, because we're always told to just be perfect. And I don't know if that was like a 80s kid thing or if the parents are still saying it, but that was a good one.
It's like posters. Nobody has posters on their walls anymore. My whole room was full of posters.
Yeah, posters were awesome.
Yeah, he said if he could tell younger Rico one thing, it was that.
Buy more Bitcoin? No.
Like a back to the future moment. So how do you describe success now compared to when you start? Obviously progress, but is it looking different to you as you go along and seeing? I'm sure the project is going to morph differently, and are you allowing for that to like take different turns and be like, oh, okay? Or do you have an end goal to where you're like, no, I will not veer?
I already know the
No,
answer
for
to
sure. I
this.
think that, just adapting to the space, allowing yourself to
Yeah.
adapt to it, and also the community. Like, we've all grown. Like every single one of us in the community has grown. I'm not the same person who started the project. I'm doing way more dev work in the back end. I'm doing a lot longer hours and stuff like that. But also the community is as well. For AI art, and you look at TK, and you look at Darren, you look at Safir, and all these great people. We've all grown, not just our friendships and what we want as far as the vision, but our quality in the space and what we want to see in the space. So I think that's something that you got to allow yourself.
Mhm.
And also don't be like, there was this one time where somebody really needed the cards in Costa Rica. It's like sometimes somebody that's really concerned about something is somebody that just needs a little bit of help, right? So
Mhm.
just don't be so like, there was somebody that was using our cards, and at first when we released the cards, it's all this fun part about it, right? So like, woo, we're like, we got crypto cards and all this
Yeah.
stuff, right? But then we get a review on Reddit, and somebody was really mad, and I was like, oh my god, what's going on? What happened? And I started talking to her. She was like, I depend on your guys' cards so much. I need this to feed my dogs, and there was just a little issue, and we worked it out. But it was a humbling experience that this was bigger than just the hype. That there was going to be a point where people were going to
Mhm.
rely on this, and you have to be really responsible because people start to rely on this as far as, like, feeding their dogs, feeding their kids, and they're in another country, and now you're kind of responsible for that. So there's been times with that, like, you adapt to that and you learn from them.
It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy how stuff like that hits as a builder, as a owner, you know.
Mhm.
I've gotten a few emails like
Yes,
that,
sir.
not with like feeding dogs, but just, with the beard care part of it, where I'll make a scent profile and somebody's like, oh man, this reminded me of my grandpa and brought me back into the time, and, almost brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, damn, like I did that. That's so
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
It brings it back to
yeah,
real
for real.
world, and we're
Yeah.
all just people. And how can we feed each other and feed ourselves and just help? Just,
Oh.
just help.
It
Make it
makes all
important.
of the pain and suffering and work and hard nights, totally worth it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why. That's why we
100%.
resonate with each other, man. I can feel it. I appreciate. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you.
That's awesome.
Are you guys gonna?
Same here, same here. You guys are awesome. You guys are already winning. You guys came onto the scene brand new and you took it by storm. We got to appreciate this stuff.
Mm.
Like, I know it's a grind in this space, and it's like, come on, and crypto 2 months feels like 2 years, but
Good. Oh,
you guys are doing fantastic, man. A lot of people know about Luxurious Lounge, and it's only growing, right? Like, it's just getting warmed up. It's just getting started. So
appreciate it.
it's really nice to see this journey with you guys as well.
Yep.
Well, thank you. That's an honor to hear from you.
Yeah. Especially with becoming from a, successful YouTuber before this too. That's pretty good words.
Yeah. I can't believe you're only 37, 38.
Yep, gonna be 38. Yep.
You got it all together, man. You're ready.
It took a lot, though. I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
I talked about it before. Like, I had my motorcycle accident, and that slowed me down. Because don't get me,
Mhm.
I love motorcycles. I was, having fun. I was in, just living life and doing my thing and trading Bitcoin early and stuff. But it was nice to have, like, the motorcycle accident slow me down a bit, and then build something around it. So like, it's kind of weird in a weird, like, I know that I would have not been able to sit down and stay this locked in. I know myself. So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of times there's a blessing in disguise. So this little accident was kind of like a little power for me or something. I don't know. It kind of worked out.
Yeah. Oftentimes the things that we think are going to break us, we're just
Mhm.
they made us. They're the things that make you.
Yep.
So it's amazing.
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, some of them tougher than others.
Yeah.
we
Amen.
don't want them all.
They have their reason, okay?
Yep,
Yeah,
they do.
don't send more. Pause for a minute. Well, if you could leave us with one thing, if you want to tell, I know we're not done yet, but if you could just say one thing and leave your people, your community, and somebody watching this kind of wondering about XPX, like one sentence or one message, what would it be?
Just join the TG, you know. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna pressure you to. You don't have to hurry up and buy. XPX sells itself, and we got
Yeah.
a great community where everybody allowed to be themselves in there. So join us in the community. Check out the vibes first, and you know if everything makes sense and it adds up and the math is mathing, then you know you make the call, right? Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this for all of us. To get the cliche out the way. It's not financial advice,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's
Yeah.
what we always have to say. This space is ridiculous, but no, I just think just join the community, test the utilities for yourself. Give me the feedback. Give the community the feedback. Like put it through the test. You know, test out the cards. Make some orders on Amazon. Let me know if you like it. Check if your electric bill company's on there. Pay your crypto with Solana that you made off of a play. And if there's something that we can do better, let us know so we can keep growing.
I love it.
Yep.
That's inspiring.
That's the only way we can get better as owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so when XPX started, was it you with a group of people, or were you just like, this is your brainchild? How did it kind of come about? Are you a rep for them?
No, no, no. I'm the dev. I kind of had that bear market kind of thing happen. So I was planning on doing this in the bull market, and I got cool with a set of guys. There's a
Yeah.
team behind XPX, and you know you get guys that know how to do the website. Like I'd never
Mm-hmm.
sat up here and pretend like the master coder or I'm some master this or anything. I like to find the right people that can get stuff done, that likes to get stuff done just like I do.
Yeah.
So that's what it really came about. Like, hey, I'm planning on doing this. Need help with the website and need help with these type of things. Will you guys be willing to, you know, help this get all together? Because before we launched, we were already working on this like 6 months in advance. Because I don't like to say that I'm going to do something or get close to doing it unless I know for sure that I can. So you know, when we launched, we didn't launch the cards to 3 months, but 3 months later, which I already knew that we could do. But so yeah, it was kind of just getting that all together. But I don't like the title stuff. I don't like. It's really like everybody together.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
it's
get
like
that.
people help me out, and without them and working it all out, it would have been different. So I'm very to have people that in the areas that I didn't have the expertise in that they really carried the weight. Marlone is amazing. David is amazing. You check out the website and the branding and the XPX logo. That's shout out to Marlone. You know, me and David's worked overtime on the overtime with the lawyers and making sure that, you know, the legal side of things is up to par and everything like that. So it's really been the whole team together and the community making this happen, not just Rico Moneybags.
Yeah. That's a real alpha answer, by the way, to give props to your team, because you might have an idea, but like you said, it is really hard to carry it out alone. And why would you want to when you can bring people in and make it a massive success?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
which this is. It's huge. I can't wait to go shopping later. I'm going to get on there. I'm going to get me a
Yeah.
card and shop. Well,
Yeah, that's what I do. With the non KYC cards, I do like all of my online shopping, and I literally have a bunch of boxes of Amazon and stuff. So it's like it's so easy, and you can just put the card in and use it on there. So it's like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we're Amazon. We call it Santa's on because every day there's a package showing up. I'm like, ooh, what
does
did I
feel
buy?
good. It does feel good.
Yeah.
So walk me through, as David's going through, and a shopping experience on XPX. How does one maneuver this platform?
Okay, so that's our merch site right there, which is like
Okay.
the idea behind it was like not to call it xpxmerch.com. I want to be the Macy's of a merch store. When you go into the mall or you go into a Macy's, they don't sell Macy's shirts only. You got your Ralph Lauren, you got
Yeah.
your Polo, this, that, and the third. So, you know, securing a domain like theshopcrypto.com is super bullish, but bringing in other projects to make sure that you know, I'm a marketer. That's really where I excel. Really, where I like to think that I do. And this is a way for us not to be in our echo chamber, so we can
Mm-hmm.
also collaborate with Jesus Coin, with the Can Do fam, with the Crypto Breakfast Club. We have Zach Humphreys on there, one of the biggest YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
You know that I've been practicing the last bull market. So you're getting exposure to YouTubers as well, and so it's really a creative way to market all of us together because you start seeing the people rock the merch, they're making posts, they go back to justshopcrypto.com, and this is how you can get new eyes on your project, and we can get new eyes on what we're doing as well. So Just Shop Crypto is that's the idea behind that merch store. It's for everybody, and to make sure that we don't get stuck in the echo chamber.
Now, are you accepting other vendors' stuff, or are you only locked into a few of these that I'm seeing? Or
like what's
how
the
broad
qualification?
Is your, yeah.
So there's a drop down, which I found out that everybody calls it the burger, which I thought was adorable and cute. The little, the 3 lines on the top left. So
yeah.
if you click on the burger, which I like to call it that now, you'll see like the listing process. But if you have already like merch that you want listed, you just have to send us the designs. We don't hold the funds. We just tell you to buy a bag of XPX or on XPX on the BNB side and stake it, and we'll get you listed. So, when XPX pumps, you can actually have an ROI on this because, now as long as you're holding that minimum balance to be listed and XPX goes up, you can, sell a little bit or use it for whatever you want. So, there's different packages here on the listing on the little burger, and you can check it out.
That's
Sweet.
a win-win. I like that. Okay. What else don't we know?
I gotta add this because shout out to Darren and shout out to Jesus Coin, the Profit Bear. We got those little figurines there, and we're working on bringing these to not just XPX but also to other people. And this is probably something that'll be added to the packages later on. I think it'd be pretty cool for projects to get these figurines, put them on their desk, and just have a little bit more memorabilia of their favorite crypto project.
That's dope.
That is dope. And we just made a disciple oil too for a customer, and I told him we should make a line out of that. Maybe we'll send it on to Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really what it's all about. Like this is the thing with like the crypto space and why XPX has won so much is because just because somebody else is winning doesn't mean that you lose. And a lot of times the space automatically gets you into this PvP thing where all the merch shops are just so-and-so merch token merch shop, right? Because we end up having like this tribalistic mindset, but that's not how the retail works. It's not how real business works. Coca-Cola sells Coca-Cola at multiple different restaurants. So it's like, we have to accept that just because somebody else is winning doesn't mean you're going to lose. And bringing, this cross-pollination is massive for our communities and brings the vibes up too.
I feel like this is so inclusive and broader than, and can go farther than anybody can imagine. Like I don't feel like there's any fences on this at all.
Again, it's so early. This is like America Online 95. Like, just wait.
Yep.
It's gonna be.
Yep.
I'm excited.
There's this comedian I was watching earlier, and he's like, remember when the internet used to come on a CD? Like, I got 30 hours of internet.
He doesn't remember.
No, I remember. I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah,
I'm an 80s baby.
Remember the discs?
We had dial-up AOL CDs at the house.
You're like, put them in. You're like, hold on, I got 30 hours of internet. Hell yeah. Now we use 30 hours of internet in one day.
Oh, in one day.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Wow. So is there anything else we're not covering that you would like to? Because I want to know it all.
Yeah.
No, I think that's good. I think, checking out the X account, but, giving the community what they want. We got over 100 viewers on X and doing the burn for them. I know it's going to be really excited. And I'm all up on the edge. I see for the burn as well. And I got the page already ready. I got the wallet already ready. So it's just like,
let's do it.
This was let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's burn it.
Is that what you look like under the hat? Did AI get it right?
No. Actually, my hair is really long. I've been growing it out. You guys will see at the event. I just have it in a ponytail, but my hair is super curly, and I started growing it out to cut it off for one of my friends that he has cancer or whatever. But it's literally right at the 10-inch mark now. But now I want to save some of it, So now I got kind of attached to it. So I'm like, hold on a second, let me grow it a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll save some of it. But yeah, you guys will see, man.
You got attached to your own hair. That's the best.
I did.
Like, I wanted to donate.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right, here. Are you ready to burn something, boys?
Yeah. Let me pull up my soul incinerator.
It's gonna get hot in here.
Hopefully the community's pumped up as well. They're awesome, man. Honestly, that's how we're at where we're at right now. There we go.
Yeah, I love the community.
I think we should connect again, maybe same time next week, And I'm down to burn another $1,000 worth of supply too.
Shoo.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think that's the plan, man. Just to let everybody know that this supply is going to keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and supply and demand is a real thing. And what a lot of people are not talking about and don't realize, there's a reason behind this. It's supply shock.
Yep.
You know, so as we continue to burn this supply, and you guys continue, yeah, your wallets are going to grow in value, but eventually when people start buying it up and we do some of the things that we got ready on the back end, it's like there's going to be a supply shock, and the chart pumps a lot harder when there's a supply shock.
Yep, because there's less supply for Jeters and paper handers to sell, so when the real people start buying, that thing's just going to rip.
Yeah, I got scared at first when he said burn, like back in the very beginning. I was like, oh, why would you just burn money? We can use that. And he's like, no, suede, let me explain.
By the end of, not even the end of 2026, but she's going to be like a master in the space.
Watch out.
She learns very quickly.
Okay, well, I still don't know how to light your electric torch. Help me. So I can burn while you guys burn.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Oh, you got to turn on the flame, but I don't think we want to.
Come on. It was just for visual. Go ahead. Do your burn. Incinerator Raider.
I have
burn it, fam.
1,000. It's worth $1,050. It's a little over 1 million tokens right now. So let me select all.
I wish we could see Rico's.
Select all tokens. Are you sure you want to select all items? Yes.
Why did that look like the little...
Okay. Get this keyboard over here.
And then see. Choose your currency. Yep.
Watch the buys come in, baby. They're getting ready. They're getting ready as soon as it happens.
I know some people that are actually, you know, that's the thing, is like people will buy it up at, once the pump happens and we break some psychological barriers, people are going to come in and buy it at a reprice.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
There's
so
some
true.
people that don't even buy at these market caps. They wait to see something at $5 million market caps. So like that, they don't have to worry about it.
Oh, good glory.
All right. Mine is ready to burn. So here he goes. 3.
I just burned mine. It's gone.
No,
Never
he
see
went
again.
Burn.
It's gone.
Beat us.
Here we go. Confirm. Transaction approve.
Oh,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Boom.
My burn's happening too. I forget
Tweet
it.
this. Let me screen capture that.
Tweet it.
Screen capture.
I don't know if your incinerator looks like old timey.
Yeah,
Like ours, it's like that glowing
It's
green.
so like
big
1985.
Words. It's so cute.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Nice.
Let me save this.
Woohoo!
Save my receipts.
Bring it on.
I guess I'll tweet it too.
Yeah, tweet it.
Transaction details.
Where'd he go?
Oh, he's there.
He's still there.
I'm saving this to myself so that way I can keep track too, especially for listings.
Oh, yeah.
And tweet it.
Tweet, tweet. Nice.
Never thought I would be burning $1,000.
We could have
I
used
can't wait
that.
for the real, end of 2026. We'll be burning like, I don't know. At some point, I want to convince Elon to burn his entire bag, which would go down in history for like the biggest burn. We'll see.
Yeah, and it was 555 when you guys did that, by the way.
Ooh, 555.
Ish, give or take. Congrats.
So we got the Vegas Bitcoin conference coming up here soon too. So that's going to be massive for us. Boots on the ground, shaking hands, bumping elbows, meeting some real people in the space. So better believe
it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna YouTube vlog it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna flood the timeline with good info and good clean content.
Clean content?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Nice.
I'm gonna have to get one of those XPX hats, and then I'll bring you a TLLT, and we can swap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for
like
sure,
a
bro.
little
For
coin
sure.
exchange.
Yeah, I'm looking
Nice.
forward to it. That's what it's all about. It's just like, you know that you're not alone and see how packed it is. But even like you're gonna see when you go to the BTC conference, you want to talk about maxis, like it's full blown. You're
Yeah.
gonna get the real feel of how people are like we love Bitcoin, and they're just the Bitcoin lovers.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, it's gonna be good though.
Yeah.
well,
It's gonna be the first one for me.
and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my second one. It's valid. It's a lot of fun. I like all the side missions too, all the like side quests that you get to do. So there's all these things. Like I got this shirt on from the Fly Dow, which is like a place over here. So like this amazing Asian food or whatnot, depending what you like. If you like fried rice, it's freaking amazing. But it gets to give you exposed to other business owners that are also tapped into crypto. So I really liked that seeing the local
Yeah.
businesses that allow these side quests to be held at their businesses because they're crypto oriented, and it gives you that aha moment that you're not alone in this space, that there's other business owners looking to capitalize on cryptocurrency.
Hell yeah.
That'd be sweet because we are pretty much alone here in our small town of Apple Valley. It's not even a town, it's a township.
Yeah.
It's so small. But now I'm getting hungry. There's lots of good food there then with the
Oh yeah, tons of good food. I love silver because there's so much competition, so the food's really good here. But you can eat at any of the casinos, but I love Chinatown, honestly. It's
Really?
like it's so hard to drive through that area and not want to get some food. I swear it's so good. I don't know if you
man,
like pho, but pho is amazing in that area.
for sure.
The Korean barbecue place is so good.
Ooh,
Oh my
Nice.
god, yeah.
Korean
As
hungry
barbecue.
long
now
as
too.
there's beef there, he's
Yeah.
down. And as long as it's edible, I'm down.
Yep.
Because I'm a goat.
Yeah.
We'll be staying at the Venetian, and then also be going over to Resorts World and stuff too. And I hear that a lot of a good conversations happen like afterwards. People walking around or going and eat.
Yeah.
I imagine there'll probably be some
Yep.
people that are heavy in crypto also gambling too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure. Another good spot to check out, which is a lot of fun and it's easy for me because I don't gotta walk really far or nothing like that. Is like I went to Top Golf and I met some amazing contacts for XPX that we're still working and building on. And you get to drink, you get to kind of let loose a little bit, play some games right there at Top Golf, and then it was a good time there. I enjoyed that. They had the Cardano event there, and
Oh yeah.
so Charles was there and all the Cardano people, and I linked up and met so many Cardano fans and stuff. But
nice.
that's how we ended up doing the Cardano event in San Diego, was because we networked at that Top Golf thing, and we got invited to that little event that they had in San Diego, and we had our own like XPX table, handing out merch there, showing people how they can order their cards, and it all came from going to that Cardano event at Top Golf and just shaking hands. That's really what it comes down to.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, you never know whose hand you're gonna shake. That's what I've learned in business.
And we're just talking about Top Golf because I went once on a
I've
date
never been.
and I slayed. I slayed so
Nice.
good. I was like, this is
Nice.
actually
Yeah.
fun. And you're not
Yeah,
hot.
it is.
And 18 holes is too long, but that was fun.
I ended up
Yeah.
swinging it
You
like a
gotta-
I
bat,
agree.
probably.
It's a good time, man. And then,
Yeah.
your drinks are right there. The servers are coming
Mhm.
back to back. So you're not waiting. Yeah, the service is right there. You're really close to the bar. So,
Good
party
time.
doesn't stop.
Cool.
Hopefully they'll have it this time too. I'm excited now. All right. Well,
All right.
thanks
Well,
again.
Yeah, that was,
Sounds good.
like I said, it's a
Thank
pleasure
you guys
having
so
you
much.
here.
It was a
and-
lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you because I know you're probably a very busy man and taking the time to come over. And you're like our how many 15th guest? We got to go back and count,
Yeah.
but it's special no matter what number because we really do appreciate your time.
Yep. And we'll definitely line something up for
I appreciate you guys as well.
same time next week. We'll do another burn. Maybe do some giveaways.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Anything else before we go, Mr. Rico?
So yeah, if you guys are listening, he's kind of letting you guys know. I think there's a little delay, that's why. But my bad. It's probably my side or something. But just to let all the listeners know, like, comment, subscribe. You guys give these people a follow. This is just a start. You get to tell people you were here before they blew up, build that relationship with them before there's thousands of people in here and you guys are trying to get their attention, build that relationship with them right now. These are amazing people in the space. Check us out next week when we do another burn, and we keep, growing the value of your guys' bag. Let's keep rating, let's keep shilling. So keep being you, and that's what makes all of this work. So thank you guys so much, and a big thanks to both of you guys for inviting us and the XPX community over.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you and Troll Kings and that whole space. So
and everybody,
like all the people that come on your space, and it's just like I said, it's everything happens for a reason.
The community
2026 moving forward is going to be killer for us, everybody.
Yes. Cheers to that. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Cheers the dice cup. All right, Rico, you have a good one. Yes, cheers. And good luck growing that hair out. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
See you guys soon. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Take care.
Well, that was freaking awesome. It's still amazing that we've come like full circle like that. Yep. And it's gonna be badass in the when we go to Vegas and like be able to like shake hands and mingle, grow, network, build. And
thank you, Rico.
Yeah, thank you.
Great guy.
Again.
Great project. Amazing, expanding. I can't, like, as I was learning about it, I couldn't wrap my brain around how, like, I was just thinking, oh, they could do this and this is possible now and this and that. And that excites me because there's no cap to what is possible with XPX.
And it's so new. Everything is so new. And it's like the computers, everything advances so quick. So imagine where we're going to be at in
bananas.
Just 3 months from now. Yeah.
All right. Now I know our next move.
What's that?
We're going to go shopping with XPX. Got to get my overnight bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Got to get prepared for Vegas. If anybody's going to Vegas too, make sure to find us. We've got some merch. I'll be bringing stickers. I got some
stickers.
Cool,
I thought you held up the chips and said stickers.
Yeah, these chips right here that are going to be collectible. That have a little QR code on the back that's going to take you to a special place.
There's.
Do you like surprises?
Come here. You guys know that viral.
They probably don't. They're probably like, what?
No, it's a kid with it. Let me explain before we go. The little kid with the dirty face, and he's telling his mom like
he's like
he's gonna
come here.
He's gonna show her a surprise. He's like, you like surprises? And everybody's like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. That's how the Hills Have Eyes started.
Don't follow him. Anywho, it's a better surprise. It's not creepy at all. It's amazing.
And the hats. I should have some hats ready here soon with the badges on it if anybody's interested in grabbing one to represent.
Oh, they're interested, all right.
Oh, yeah. How interested?
Extremely.
Okay. Thank you.
Blessings.
For tuning in on another fantastic episode of The Luxurious Lounge.
Go do something nice for somebody. You'll be glad you did.
We'll see you on Tuesday. It's not officially locked in yet, but we're thinking we might have Whale Token back on here.
There.
And then we're going to do XPX again, same time next week. Another $1,000 burn.
It's wild how fast this stuff is flowing and growing.
Yep.
It's exciting.
And growing. That sounds like a beard term.
I thought this was a bear market because it feels like everything's that we've been involved in is pretty bullish.
Yeah. That's just imagine when it does turn around. Projects like ours are going to rip.
They're going to rip so hard.
I heard Soul pumped to like $90 today, so that's a good thing.
Watch out, folks. Get your bags and hold on for the ride. We're ripping to the moon. Okay, I gotta go.
All right. Thank you. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow the X account for both of us, XPX, and be safe out there.
Yes. Love you guys.
We will see you later. Stay blessed.